An apple falls from a tree, and with that simple moment, the universe changed forever. Who was the young man who watched it fall and asked a question no one else had? His name was Isaac Newton, and this is his story. Isaac Newton was born on January 4, 1643, in Woolsthorpe, England. He was so small at birth that his mother thought he wouldn't survive. But he did, and his curiosity about the world grew with him. From an early age, Isaac wasn't like the other children. He didn't stand out in school, but he spent hours building gadgets, watching the stars, and asking questions. Why do things fall? How do planets move? What lies beyond the sky? At age 17, his mother tried to make him a farmer. But Isaac Newton was terrible at it. Luckily, his teachers convinced her to let him return to school. Soon after, he entered Cambridge University. But in 1665, the Great Plague forced the university to close. Newton returned home, and it was there, in solitude, that he had his year of miracles. At just 23, he made discoveries that would change science forever. He developed calculus, studied light, and watched an apple fall. But Newton didn't just see a fruit drop. He asked, why does it fall? What invisible force pulls it to the ground? And that's how his theory of gravity was born, a force that keeps the planets in orbit and our feet on the ground. In 1687, Newton published Principia, where he explained the 3 laws of motion. These laws are still taught in schools today. For the first time, we could understand how the universe moves. Newton wasn't just fascinated by motion, he was also deeply curious about light. He built the world's first reflecting telescope, using mirrors instead of lenses to avoid distortion, a revolutionary design still used in modern astronomy. He experimented tirelessly with prisms, discovering that white light isn't pure, but made up of all the colors of the rainbow. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, all hidden within a single beam. This work laid the foundation of modern optics, proving that light could be studied, measured, and understood. Newton showed us that even light, the very essence of visibility, had secrets waiting to be revealed. By the early 1700s, Newton was no longer just a brilliant scientist, he was a national icon. He became president of the Royal Society, the most prestigious scientific institution in England. In 1705, he received one of the highest honors. He was knighted by Queen Anne, becoming Sir Isaac Newton. But behind the title and the fame, Newton remained intensely private. Late at night, by the soft flicker of candlelight, he filled notebook after notebook, not with physics, but with alchemy, ancient symbols, and sacred texts. He believed that the universe was not only governed by laws of motion, but also held divine secrets yet to be uncovered. For Newton, science and spirituality were not opposites, they were 2 ways of seeking truth. He spent as much time decoding biblical prophecies as he did studying gravity. Even the greatest mind of the Enlightenment lived with one foot in the mystery of the past. On March 31, 1727, the world lost one of its greatest minds. Isaac Newton, at 84 years old, was laid to rest in Westminster Abbey, a sacred place where the echoes of history never fade. His tomb bears an inscription in Latin, "Mortals, rejoice at so great an ornament to the human race." But Newton's legacy is not confined to stone. It exists in every law of physics, in every spacecraft launched into the unknown, and in every young student who dares to ask, why? He revealed that the universe isn't chaos, it's harmony. That even the invisible has rules, and that truth is discoverable by reason and observation. He turned mystery into knowledge, and knowledge into power. The boy who once failed at farming went on to map the movements of the heavens. He taught us that great minds are not born, they're made by curiosity, failure, and wonder. Today, centuries later, we still walk the path Newton lit. Scientists decode the universe with tools he inspired. Children gaze at the stars with the same questions he once asked. Isaac Newton didn't just change science, he changed the way we think about everything. He proved that the world is understandable, that knowledge is for anyone brave enough to seek it, And as we face new frontiers, space, time, life itself, we do so with Newton's gift in our hands: the courage to wonder, and the power to discover.